Schools. We've got Matt Lehman. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
What's new out in Concord?
Well, we're just trying to it's the last week before break.
You
ready
made
for
it.
break?
You've been at public education and you're going to the 23rd. And
What's up with that?
That's hard.
I tell you, Friday was like, you kind of wish last Friday was the last day.
You know, my wife and I were talking about all the Christmas things that we want to do this week, whether go out to
Yeah.
dinner, meet up with some people, and it's like, usually the kids aren't in school, and it's a little bit easier.
And so we don't come back till January 9th.
I was
Which
gonna
is
say,
nice.
I think we'll appreciate it, like when we have
For
that
sure.
week after the first. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
This week it was tough this morning.
I thought Wednesday to Wednesday would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
would have
get
been a
off
really
Wednesday
good
and then come
idea.
back.
Do you have
Wednesday.
some extra snow days you can use, or?
We might have a couple snow days
Might
this
have,
week.
I don't know how, depending on our cyber attack that we lost some days. So
Oh
we
my
have to make
gosh, I
that
forgot
straight.
about that.
So
yeah.
I'm not sure
By the
how
way,
that's
how
all
quick back up online from that?
Amazing.
That was one of those things. You probably weren't sure how long that would take.
We didn't know we really didn't know. And the ISD did a marvelous job. We were off all week and came back and, created some things at home. Kind of was no technology and,
Yeah.
I got the index cards out and created a Jeopardy game for my tech class. Just
Nice.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just kind of goes back to when I started.
Yeah.
So that raises a
We
good
didn't
point.
have technology.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding. And we probably learned a lot more. And you guys taught me your
The quarter trick.
quarter game trick from
Exactly.
Happy Days. Speaking of that, so is the state not going to give extra
I don't know yet.
treatment for those
Not
days?
sure. I think that's to be determined.
Okay.
But, we can hope.
All right, fingers crossed on that one.
Well, let's talk athletics. You're so involved, obviously. It's been a great fall. I can't believe like you said, we're already a week away from Christmas. A lot of good things happening out at Concord this year.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good fall. I know I shared some stuff with you and you guys put some pictures up.
Yeah.
We had a girls golfer that qualified for state this year. And
You didn't have a golfer get attacked by a...
not this year.
Okay,
that was a
good.
few
By
years
a
ago.
what?
A few years ago, they had a golfer attacked by a...
Goose.
Just
What?
a Canadian goose, and it
we
went
were down
viral.
at Wolf Lake Golf Course in Adrian. Yeah.
Oh, my stars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane.
The
Yeah.
kid, matter of fact, when I see him, his name was Isaac Cooling.
He was on ESPN for it.
Yeah. I call him Goose Cooling. That's his name. I mean, it is. It's just, it's stuck,
That's so
I say,
funny.
what's up, Goose,
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Who's this superstar?
That's Hannah Steimer.
Nice.
Yeah, she's one of our dual sport. She does a lot. She's a basketball player. She's our point guard.
Wow.
You know
Great
what
job, sophomore.
I've noticed, Matt?
4.0 student.
So many
Wow.
dual sport athletes now in the same season. When we talk to some of these kids, it's amazing how many games they're competing in. Especially, I'll say it happens in the spring with like baseball and track.
Yeah.
Without the practice time because
Yeah.
of how many kids you need, to fill the rosters.
Yeah, I think that when you dual sport, your team sport has to take precedence.
Yeah.
So like a baseball track kid, you really need to go to baseball practice.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's a
Right.
good way to
Because
balance
it's a
it.
team sport.
Yeah.
If he's an infielder, at a practice working on double play because
Yeah.
if you're a volleyball player, basketball player.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
How
such a
is
team.
basketball going?
Good. We're off to a good start in our league. We're 2-2 right now.
Nice.
Great win on the road at Bronson. Bronson's one of the teams I think picked to be in the top half of the league, and like I told Coach Gill, I talked to him this morning on the way in, and I thought it was probably one of the best all-around games that we played in a while.
Yeah.
And when you have, this guy right here, 15 points, and three guys, 12, 11.
Wow.
As a coach, when you have that kind of balance, it just makes it. And this guy right here, Carter Arbuckle, he had like 4 or 6 points and 11 rebounds. It was just it was a solid team effort, and we're young. We start. We don't necessarily start, but we start with one freshman, and another freshman's the first one off the bench.
Oh, wow.
And then we have another freshman who kind of plays the 5-quarter rules and plays usually 2 or 3 on JV, and then 2 or 3 on varsity. So we're young.
That's exciting for the future.
That Waldron, I've been at Concord a long time. That kid is the ultimate leader.
Yeah.
He just cares about his teammates and picks up kids for rides, takes them home,
That's cool.
organizes, coordinates a lot of things.
Who is that?
Isaac Waldron.
Oh, nice.
I think his mom's been on the show.
Yeah,
Becky.
for sure.
Yeah.
He's top notch.
Oh,
Let me ask
fantastic.
you what you've coached all ages. What age kids do you like to be around the most? And I know your daughter's in the 8th grade right now, so you have a bias.
I
probably.
just did 8th grade boys. I like middle school kids. If
Do
people,
ya?
Yeah,
Do you?
people think I'm crazy when
I
I
do
say that.
think you're crazy.
I like middle school kids. They still laugh at my jokes.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, it's such a time where they go through so much. It's a big
Yeah.
change. Come in as sixth graders, as little kids,
Yeah.
and leave as young adults, as eighth graders.
Yeah.
I like middle school kids.
That's cool.
Well, you're lucky to have that kind of leadership because that is such an impressionable. That's an important
It
3
is.
years
It
of
is.
development.
It is. Like I said, it's just a good, it's a good age. It really
Yeah.
is. And you have to have, and some people it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't know how early elementary teachers do it. You're a K1 teacher, K1-2 teacher, man. Those
Yeah.
people should get paid more.
Yeah,
They
they're
really
patient.
should.
One of my cousins, her first job out of college was in North Carolina at a large public school, 22 years old, and she's teaching seniors.
Oh,
and I thought
stars.
that would be probably difficult.
Yeah.
But I guess you don't know, but you love it.
Yeah, I've taught in all 3 buildings. So
That's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what's planned for the holidays out at Concord? Just kind of relax, regroup, and get ready.
We're on the road tonight at Sturgis, and
Yeah.
we play. We host Hudson tomorrow, and then we're off until we're playing in East Jackson in the shot clock tournament at Spring Arbor, and then actually the week before we come back, we got 2 league games.
Yeah.
So we actually have games scheduled over break that
Wow.
are league
Okay.
games, and it's so hard because our league, you have you got 22 games now, so you have to add 2 games. You have different ISDs that have different breaks
Right.
within our
yeah.
conference.
Right.
So some were done on Friday,
Yeah.
and some go next Friday.
Yeah.
So
New Year's Eve is a big day in the Lehman family, 4 o'clock. It'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think
What are your plans for New Year's Eve? Get to 4 o'clock?
get to 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm nervous.
So am I.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Very
nervous.
excited. Very
Yeah.
excited.
But the Lions are
Man.
pacifying me right now. They're just
Are you
what a
think-
great win. They did not play very well yesterday. And when
Yeah.
I always said this as a coach, when you don't play very well and you still win,
Yeah.
that's a sign of a good team.
Especially on the
That
road.
is.
Yeah.
On the road.
Heard some conversations this morning around the office, people talking about guys we need to hold on to and keep.
Yeah.
You never heard conversations like that
No.
over the last
No.
few
And
years.
I think
haven't heard a
Jared Goff is
conversation.
probably one of them.
Yeah.
I think he was the guy that you're thinking we're gonna. And I think they still might draft a
Yeah.
quarterback.
7 weeks ago, no one wanted him.
Yeah, but
good point.
exactly.
Yeah. What have you done
But
for me lately?
but even then he still was playing well.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of guys in the league that are a lot worse than he is.
that's
Yeah.
for sure.
So crazy day yesterday though, football. My goodness.
Absolutely.
The way the Patriot.
As a
Very
coach,
good
if you lose a game the way the Patriots play, which I think I said maybe an elementary mistake at the end of the
Ooh.
game, how do you face
Oh, I missed it. What happened?
the game was tied, and the
Okay.
Patriots tried this lateral play at the end of the game while the game was tied, and one of their receivers threw it way back in a Las Vegas.
It was like an interception
Player grabbed it
in
and took it to
reverse.
the house, and it was game.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it was.
It's like they thought they were behind.
Yes, you didn't know
like-
the situation.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's like
yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't know the situation.
yeah.
It was like he thought he was behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, and then obviously the Colts and Vikings.
Was that
Amazing.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad, unless you have, Dalvin Cook on your fantasy team like I did, then it's like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden this comeback, you always look at scores when you're in fantasy football. You look at your team's down, you're going, well, I got that quarterback, so now
Right.
they're going to be
Yeah,
throwing to
that's
catch
okay.
up. I'm good.
Yeah.
If they get way ahead and go, now they're going to take them out and not play them in the fourth
That's
quarter.
funny.
So, yeah.
That's why the NFL is so hard to gamble on, from what I've been told.
It's true.
Matt, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me always.
Appreciate
Merry
it.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Matt Lehman from Concord Schools.